You use it to destroy the hedgehog!
When it was announced that Sega's most profitable video game franchise would be adapted into a series of films, the world was excited to see how their favorite blue super speed hedgehog would come to life. And after the entire thing was almost called off because of bad animation and a set of bizarre teeth, the first film was reanimated and released in 2020. And well, let's just say the rest is history. With the success of the first film, the sequel was released in April 2022 and shattered all box office records, earning over $400 million worldwide. With the film coming to 4K and Blu-ray very recently, let's take a look at some of the deleted scenes of the movie that make it all the more worth a watch.
This is my power, and I'm not using it to run away anymore. I'm using it to protect my friends.
In the first film of the franchise, we're introduced to the world of Sonic, 10 years after the hedgehog has left his own planet and is now hiding out in Green Hills, Montana. The first film introduces us to the main character, and we see that he's seeking shelter on Earth to protect himself from his enemies wanting to take away his supersonic abilities. And all is well for the hedgehog on planet Earth until he is discovered by the evil scientist Dr. Robotnik, who wants to use Sonic's powers to take over the world. The first movie revolves around Sonic's struggle against Robotnik as he teams up with his human friends and attempts to stop him from taking over the world. The movie ends with Sonic banishing Robotnik away to a planet of mushrooms, but little does he know that the evil scientist is all ready to make his comeback in the sequel, and this time he's determined to do whatever it takes to succeed.
Let this be my final lesson to you, you dim-witted celestial skin tag.
For those of you who don't know, the second film in the Sonic franchise features Sonic the super fast hedgehog whose life mission is to collect rings and defeat his evil nemesis, Dr. Robotnik. Now, while the name of the sequel doesn't really give anything away, the first look at the film was revealed to the audience back in December 2021 with the trailer release. From there onwards, everyone knew that this sequel was going to be bigger, bluer, and better, with plenty of focus on Jim Carrey's iconic portrayal of Robotnik, who has returned back from the mushroom planet to seek revenge. As far as the plot goes, the sequel picks up from where the first film ends, with Sonic sending Robotnik to another dimension. After all of that, the hedgehog is ready to settle down in Green Hills and prove his worth as a real hero. However, all is lost when the evil Robotnik returns, and this time he's paired up with Knuckles, played by Idris Elba, and together the two are in search of an emerald that can destroy the entire world. With Knuckles helping the enemy, the longtime friends Sonic and Tails come together to get their hands on the emerald before Robotnik is able to use it all for the wrong reasons.
Blackout! Oh, sorry, buddy. Everything's okay.
Anyone who's familiar with the Sonic gaming franchise knows that the Master Emerald is one of the most important elements of the Sonic universe. The emerald is essentially used to overpower the Chaos Emeralds, and whoever possesses it can control them all. So it's pretty safe to say that the reason why Robotnik and Knuckles are desperately trying to get their hands on it is that it's the only thing that can help them take Sonic on and rule the world. For avid followers of the Sonic games, the emerald is a nice addition to the story that takes us back to the original lore of the game and the introduction of the emerald. Most fans believe that it's only a matter of time before we are also taken to Angel Island, where Sonic can turn into Super Sonic, a much more powerful version of himself, but we'll have to wait for a while before all of that happens.
We can't beat Robotnik as long as he's got that emerald. He's too powerful!
Sonic the Hedgehog 2 sees plenty of actors from the first film reprising their roles, including Ben Schwartz voicing Sonic once again. James Marsden plays Tom, with Tika Sumpter as his girlfriend Maddie. Of course, Carrey's role is much heavier than it was in the first film, as Robotnik occupies a lot more screen time in the sequel. Other members of the cast include Adam as Deputy Wade, Lee as Agent Stone, and of course, the two new exciting additions to the cast are Idris Elba as one of the most popular characters in the video game franchise, Knuckles. Along with Elba, Colleen is also joining the stellar cast and giving her voice to Tails.
I am an echidna, trained since birth in all forms of lethal combat, destined to restore honor to my tribe.
Now, rumor has it that Idris won't be lending his voice to Knuckles for the Sonic films. The Sega video game franchise has plenty of games that feature Knuckles as the protagonist. The film franchise is going to be taking the same route in developing a brand new series revolving around the character, with Idris continuing to reprise his role. And while people don't know the details for this Knuckles spin-off, we know that it will be premiering exclusively on Paramount+. Considering that Sonic the Hedgehog 2 has already beat its predecessors at the box office, it's safe to say that the film is the most successful video game adaptation the world has seen yet, and has achieved the ranks of a global blockbuster. And of course, that automatically opens up the potential for more sequels and spin-offs.
He came all the way across the universe to meet his hero. And what did his hero do? I practically got him killed.
With the sequel making its way to the big and small screens, the Sega CEO has already confirmed that the development of a third film will expand the Sonic universe in more ways than we can imagine. The sequel already introduced us to brand new characters in the Sonic-verse, and while it's true that Sonic and Knuckles have always been frenemies in the video game franchise, it was a surprise for avid fans to see that Knuckles was a full-blown villain in the film. Playing the role of one of the Eggman's dedicated henchmen, Knuckles is still a pretty likable character who's strong enough to take on Sonic with all his speed. What most people don't know is that the film is actually titled Sonic vs. Knuckles in Japan, so it goes without saying that they are definitely not stopping from going after one another. So, will Knuckles redeem himself in the upcoming film and be a part of Sonic's gang? We can only wait and watch. Then we have Tails, who made a small appearance in the first film when he arrives on Earth to look for his friend Sonic. Now, since the small cameo, people have been dying to see how Sonic and Tails' dynamic is portrayed in the films. And let's just say that you'll be pretty happy with what the filmmakers decided to do in the sequel. The two have plenty of scenes together in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and the friendship is only going to get better with time.
Hedgehog, you are a brave and noble warrior. Go to your certain death with honor.
With the digital release of this iconic film, Paramount has decided to surprise fans with a brand new deleted scene from the movie, along with releasing a 7-minute preview from the film that everyone can now watch for free. The preview includes the first time Sonic and Knuckles ever come across each other, and is a great way to get people excited to want to watch the rest of the movie. The preview comes right at the start of the sequel as we see Blue Lightning being left home alone while his entire family goes off to a wedding. We see Sonic assuming that he now has the time to kick back and relax, letting go of his superhero duties for a while. But sadly, all of that comes to an end when Dr. Robotnik makes a surprising return along with his brand new ally Knuckles, setting the tone for the rest of the story. The deleted scene that comes with the disc version of the movie is an exclusive release that gives us all Robotnik content that we could have ever asked for. The scene shows the villain finding out that the Pentagon has erased his identity and seized all his assets. In a hilarious sequence, we see Robotnik starting a crowdfunding campaign where he pretends to have a terminal disease in order to be able to make some money back. And the funniest part is that since this deleted scene was never really edited in post, we see Knuckles being played by a crew member holding a giant doll of the character. And as insane as it sounds, you really have to watch it to understand what a treat it is for people who have been wanting to fill the Sonic void after the sequel.
Is everything a joke to you? Why must you constantly interfere with my destiny?
Hope you guys liked this video about the successful run of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Please subscribe to our channel to watch more such videos and let us know what you're looking forward to the most in the comments below. Until next time.
You know, I knew a kid in middle school named Knuckles. Could fit his whole fist in his mouth. This is the same Knuckles? We are screwed.